Hello everyone. In this video you will learn about the construction of synchronous generator. This is in unit 3 AC machines. The concept is about AC machines. So in this AC machines, first concept is the construction of synchronous generators. Okay, this is presented by Mr. K. Shankar. Now coming to the contents in the AC machines. What are the contents in AC machines? Coming to the syllabus, these are the contents in the unit 3. Those are construction and working principle of synchronous generator, construction and working of induction motors, and the different characteristics. Those are called slip torque characteristics. And another topic is single phase induction motors, and in that also we will learn about the torque speed characteristics and the different starting and speed control methods. These are the contents. So we will learn slowly, step by step, concept by concept. So this overview is actually there are AC machines. AC machines are mainly two types: AC generators, AC motors. So same like that, DC machines are like AC machines also two types: generators and motors. So AC generators are again called as alternators. This is most common word, alternators. And another name is synchronous generators. So AC generators consists of only one concept, that is synchronous generators, alternators. Second section, this is section 1. Coming to the section 2, AC motors. AC motors are mainly two types. Those are the three phase and single phase. And now coming to the main types, AC motors are synchronous motors and asynchronous motors. Why we divided in these two types? Because of synchronous motors are, these motors are runs with the synchronous speed. I will tell you in the next session what is the synchronous speed, what it means, what is the main important in that. So these synchronous motors are rotates with the synchronous speed. Synchronous speed is represented by Ns. Asynchronous motors, another name is induction motors. Asynchronous motors are always rotates with the less than the synchronous speed. Synchronous motors are Ns. These are the less than Ns. These motors are rotates with the less than Ns. This completely part is section 2. So before that we will learn about the section 1, that is synchronous generators. Synchronous generator. Now coming to the construction of synchronous generator. So coming to the construction, there are mainly two parts. That is stator and rotor. This stationary part is called as stator. The rotating part is called as rotor. This is somewhat different compared to the DC generator. This is AC generator. When compared to DC generator, there is a small difference between them. So in DC generators, stationary part is field winding, rotating part is armature winding. But in this synchronous generator, stationary part is armature winding, rotating part is field winding. This is the difference between DC generators and synchronous generators. So the stationary part is armature winding, rotating part is field winding. This field consists of north pole and south pole. So these poles are not permanent magnetic poles. These are the electromagnetic poles. These electromagnetic poles are excited by the DC supply, separated excitation. We need to give an extra separate excitation. Separate DC supply. This is the three-phase supply. This supply is drawn from the stationary armature winding. When we generate the electricity, AC supply, voltage or current will be drawn from this armature winding to the load or grid. So coming to the main part, stator and rotor. This stator consists of some slots and the core part. These circles are slots and the armature windings filled in these slots. winding is constructed through the slots, and the remaining core part is constructed by, built by thick laminated steel. What it means, the laminated sheets, different laminated sheets are constructed by a single core part, that is stator part. So because of these laminated sheets, we can reduce the eddy current losses in this core part. So mainly stator consists of two parts: core, iron core, and the winding, armature winding. This iron core is built up of laminated steel sheets, and the armature winding is made up of copper. This copper winding is constructed in the slots. Okay, can you understand? I think you can understand. So next one is this. In this core, these laminated sheets, the laminated sheets are separated by the varnish coating or a paper. So this is all about the stator and rotor. So now, coming to the rotor, this rotor is supplied by the DC. This is separately excitation. So when the supply is given to the field winding, this winding is connected to the core part. When the supply is connected to the core part, then it acts as the electromagnetic field, so then creates north pole and south pole. This is the construction of rotor. Actually, based on the construction, rotors are divided into two types. Those are salient pole rotor, smooth cylindrical rotor. Salient pole rotor construction is different than smooth cylindrical rotor. These two rotors are different applications. We are using these rotors are different applications. Salient pole rotor, I will explain briefly these two types of rotors. Though the stator construction is same for two rotors, but the rotor construction is different. When coming to the salient pole rotor type generator, the rotor construction is like this, but the stator is same. Stator consists armature winding. But the rotor construction is somewhat different, because in the salient pole rotor, there are four poles: north pole, south pole, north pole, south pole. Two pole pairs, two north poles, two south poles. See here, these four poles are called projected poles. Projected poles means these are the geometrically projected by in the designing construction. These are bolted north pole, south pole. These poles are bolted to the rotor part. This central cylinder, circle, is called rotor. These are the poles, NS poles. These four poles are connected to the rotor part with the help of bolts. Center small circle is called shaft, and these small circles are called field winding. The winding is constructed to the north pole to south pole, and again to the north pole to south pole. Like this, the winding is connected to the four poles. So based on the pole, the speed of the generator is different. This will be explained in the next class. So another type of projected pole salient pole rotor is called projected pole rotor. In this, the rotor part is core part is built up of thick laminated steel sheets, and the salient pole rotor is mechanically not a strong strong rotor. It is the strength of the rotor is very low when compared to the another one, that is called smooth cylindrical rotor. Why? Because these poles have the air gap between the two poles. So in this air, because of the air gap in the between the two poles, the speed will not be reached beyond the 1500 rpm. When we reach beyond the 1500 rpm, the poles will be broken. The rotor strength will be rotor strength will be decreased when the speed will be increased. So this is used for the low speed applications also, low speed alternators. That is between 125 rpm to 1500 rpm. For this speed only we can use the salient pole rotor type generator. And next one, coming to the smooth cylindrical rotor. So the between the two rotors the construction is same, but in the between the air gap, I mean the gap between the north pole and south pole, we need to construct a supporting poles. We need to construct extra supporting poles. These poles helps to the decrease the air gap between the air gap between the poles. In this there is no uniform air gap. Here there is a uniform air gap. So this looks like a smooth cylinder. So this another name of this cylindrical rotor is non-projected pole type or non-salient pole type rotor. This consists of smooth cylindrical rotor. We know that, see here, and it maintains uniform air gap because of there is no air gap between the two poles. So next one, when compared to salient pole rotor, this is very strong. This is mechanically very strong. So coming to the slots, these slots consist of field coil. These coils are connected to the DC supply, separately excitation. So these are the poles, shaft, you know that all these things. And the application of these generators are used for high speed applications, beyond the 1500 rpm and less than the 3000 rpm. So this speed is between 1500 to 3000 rpm. And again, these type of rotors or alternators are also called as turbo alternators. So coming to the real time applications, synchronous generators. So for example, salient pole rotors, we need to rotate the rotor. Generator input is mechanical energy. So we need to rotate this rotor with the low speed. Then we need to use the synchronous salient pole type rotor. If we have the mechanical strength is very high, we need to rotate the rotor with the high speed, then we need to use the smooth cylindrical rotor, this type of generator. This is the construction of alternators. So in the rotor construction is different types, and the stator is common to the two types. And this is the all about construction of generator. In the next video, we will discuss about the working of synchronous generator. Thank you very much. If you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section. Thank you very much.